clerk's suggestion as far as getting quotes before we make the $500,000 offer? I mean, if it's gonna be $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in repairs, do we need some more firm quotes before moving ahead
I've
with it?
been working with an architect,
Okay.
and, you know, they deal with it every day,
Mhm.
and that was about the quote that we received.
Okay.
And the thing about working with the county government is you have to get the prevailing wage. If we could do something that we didn't have to pay the prevailing wage, then that would cut the cost in two. But anytime you work with county government dollars or state dollars, as you know, you have to pay the prevailing wage. And that can be $20, $30 an hour for somebody coming in pound the nail in the wall. Okay, next thing on to new business. I need a motion to approve the bills as submitted for payment.
So moved.
Second, being all yes vote, motion carried.
I need a motion to approve the appointments done in vacation of Lincoln County Commission by Merle Hugh Clerk.
So moved.
Second, being all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the appointments, wills, and settlements as submitted for approval by Merle Hugh Clerk.
So moved.
Second, being all yes vote,
I need a motion to approve the exoneration orders as submitted by Tracy Dempsey, Assessor.
So moved.
second, being all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the budget revision number 1 for the carryover for the coal severance fund as submitted to be submitted to the state auditor's office for approval.
So moved.
I'll second. With that being all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the budget revision number 1 for the carryover for the general county fund as submitted to be submitted to the state auditor's office for approval.
So moved.
Second, that being all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the reclassification of Fund Number 39 to the Coal Reallocation Severance Fund as requested by the State Auditor's Office and reclassify the Upper Little Hearts Water Fund to 104.
So moved.
Second, that being all yes, motion carries.
I need a motion to adopt the taxable employee benefits policy and procedures for the employees of the Lincoln County Commission submitted for approval.
So moved.
I'll second, and would you just make a comment about what this really is?
What this is dealing with the IRS on the fringe benefits of any employee, such as vehicles, clothing. The IRS has said that if we were to buy someone a shirt, that would be a fringe benefit that would be attached to the W-2 form. So we had to adopt the policies and procedures.
Okay, we had a motion and a second. Being all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve the transfer of employment of Jerry Weaver from the Assessor's Office to the Lincoln County Commission Litter Control at a rate of $12 per hour as a full-time employee not to exceed 25 hours per week.
So moved.
This was at the request of Mr. Weaver.
Excuse
I'll
me,
second that.
Okay.
I'd like to speak to that, please. Since the primary election, 2 employees have transferred out of the assessor's office, to my understanding, to jobs that were never posted. We all know Mr. Weaver's history, and I'm not going to get into it, but was this job available? Was it posted? Was it advertised for all citizens of Lincoln County to apply for?
Our procedure's never been to post jobs unless we have a difficult time finding them on an as-need basis, but so we don't really have a policy governing that. But this job is not posted, but it is in the budget.
So since the primary election, we have lost now a total of 3 workers in the assessor's office. And once again, Mr. Weaver, who was put in the assessor's office by Tracy Dempsey, is now going to be leaving the assessor's office for another county job. And as a citizen, I'd just like to go on record to my formal objection to this.
Objection noted.
I need a motion to approve a donation in the amount of $1,500 to the Autism Society of West Virginia.
So moved.
Second, in all yes vote, motion carries.
I need a motion to approve a donation in the amount of $1,000 to the Harts Middle School cheerleading.
So moved.
second, being all yes vote, motion carried.
I need a motion to approve a pay increase of $600 to all employees of the Lincoln County Commission.
So moved.
Question.
Okay. Sorry.
As we all know, we had a very good discussion on the pay raises. Now, I would like a little bit more clarity on this. The people that receive raises July the 1st, are they going to be included in this $600?
That was yes.
Mr. McCann, we didn't understand your answer.
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, that's the way I interpret it, is there's people got raises in the budget that was put forth in March, and also people who received raises throughout the year due to the decision of elected officials. And it was my belief that those people would keep those monies, and this would be an additional amount for everyone.
So Charles, the amount that the elected officials gave their people in their office, we don't have any control over that, do we?
No, and it happens at the discretion of the elected official, and the reason it happens is it's not that the county commission gives any additional money to them, but when people retire, which happened in one of the offices, or if they just quit, move somewhere else, then we hire people back in at base pay in most cases, and that means that the elected official has discretionary money. I always encourage them not to spend that money, let it be in a carryover, and sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But it is the elected official's decision, certainly not the county commission decision, or we wouldn't approve it, period. Or at least I wouldn't.
And this is the pay increase we talked about in a budget meeting for all of the county.
Yeah, every elected official, when they came to the March budget meeting, requested that we try to give people a pay increase if there's sufficient money in the carryover. And we assured them we would do that if there was money in the carryover, and there is a sufficient amount of money in the carryover to do this. And I felt like it, by recommending this, that we were just following through with what we discussed in the March budget meeting.
Well, that's what I remember too about it. As far as the raises we're giving, is this one of those one-time incremental things, or this is different than that? Okay. But I don't, as far as the comments about the other different officers making pay raises during the year, number one, we can't affect that. And number two, we shouldn't penalize the people that didn't get a raise. They're just going to get $600. So, you want?
And you know, the other issue is that there's different offices in the courthouse that, you know, have different responsibilities, different management skills. But one of the issues that comes up, if you look at the gross earnings for a year, it doesn't necessarily reflect what the salary that was established by the commission to be, because by need or by manipulation, some offices use quite a bit of overtime to supplement the salaries of their employees. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but at the same time, I don't think anybody at the courthouse is overly paid. So I always take the position, well, I don't really approve that, but I don't disapprove, because if an employee can make more money, then I believe in paying the employee.
Lisa has a question.
Who specifically would be receiving the pay increase of $600? Because it says to all employees of the Lincoln County Commission. So who would that be?
All employees in the courthouse, county employees,
All employees of the whole courthouse.
only county employees.
Only county employees.
Some employees, right?
All the employees, county employees, are under the
County Commission. So besides the bonuses, they're going to get $600 more.
Nobody gets a bonus. Nobody gets a bonus. We do not pay bonuses.
Well, I know the county commission didn't, but at the last county commission meeting, the lady who got the sheriff's office budget that hadn't been,
That wasn't a bonus.
that wasn't a raise, she got a
It was a
$3,000 raise, is she gonna get an extra $600 too?
Did you hear the question, Mr. McCann?
The answer is yes.
The
Yes.
answer is yes. And performance reviews are not used for these raises, correct?
On paper, probably not, but in
On paper.
performance, if you look, you know, the sheriff sitting here, he can tell you that we get a balanced budget as well as Dr. Vance can tell you. We get good reports out of the sheriff's office now, we know how much money we have. So that should be a good enough performance review, I think.
Would Thomas Ramey Jr. be one of these people getting a $600 raise?
No, the elected officials get it.
None of the elected officials, only employees.
Exactly.
Okay.
Matter of fact, on that subject, every elected official will be getting less money except the prosecutor this year.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
There's a second. Call for a vote. Being all yes, motion carries.
Okay, I need